Hello? Hey. How are you guys? I would have my boot on, but it broke on the way back from Paris, so...
Are you still meant to be wearing it?
Yeah, it's a specials on Monday, so... Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions?
Hi! Or are we doing it next night? Okay.
My question's for Colin. It's not a question, it's a dare. Since Jen isn't here and you guys know each other a lot, can you imitate her? Here, so no pressure.
No, actually I can't.
Just pretend you're reading a book or...
Yeah, if I had a book, it would be this. Oh, are we ready to go down? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Emily. And Allie. What is your favorite? What's your most challenging and yet favorite moment from Once Upon a Time? This is for both of you, by the way.
Like as far as shooting a scene?
Yes.
I kind of got two. I think the most recent one though would be giving away Gideon. Yeah, and I think it was proper. I know it was a lot harder emotionally having had a baby myself as well. Not that it wouldn't have been anyway, but that was that was just pretty sad. It was a really downer in my head. Yeah.
I think for me, it was trying to kill Belle twice.
That was twice.
No,
we're still friends.
I think the challenging scenes tend to be the ones where it's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's really cold and wet and you're getting soaked. I find that's when it's most challenging. Probably the scene where Dark Hook gets Emma to kill him was the most challenging. I think both emotionally and it was one of those ones where it was the last scene of the night and it's really cold and wet and stuff. So yeah, that was it.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is for Emily. Since you did just have the baby, how did that play into the last season when you were dealing with all the Gideon stuff? Did you find that was a lot easier to do or harder to do?
Great outfit. Very cool. It was easier and harder, I guess. That's going to correct the answer, but easier in the sense that it became more organic, but harder on me because it hit home more with anything that was, sad or disturbing. Yeah, it's always nicer to be able to use anything in your personal life, though to bring to work, when to help with something. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bailey.
Hi.
My question was, if you guys had a different job besides acting, what would it be?
I don't know, yeah, a different job besides acting. I was going to go to art college, so maybe something to do with that, or playing a band, but probably an unsuccessful band. So that would probably be what I did.
Why would they be successful? Why would they be not successful?
I mean, I was just being humble.
Yeah.
I just wanted everybody to go,
Well, of course they'd be successful, huh? I don't know, for me, when I was little, I was going to be a vet. I'd probably just be crying all the time if I did that. And then I was going to join the circus at some point. Not like the circus with hurting animals, not that. That's a whole other conversation. But like a circus or like kind of circus.
Emily's very bendy. There's lots of scratches before scenes. Because you were...
Why don't you imitate me between scenes?
And so it's not Lego like this. But you were a ballerina, weren't you?
Yeah. But yeah, there's that too. So I don't know. Maybe like a touring circus vet dance. I'm going to create a new job.
Hi, has anything from the show ever inspired you?
No. Yeah.
I think for me, it's not anything in particular from the show. I think the show itself is inspiring because it's about hope. I know I've said that before at things, and I do genuinely believe it. And even like looking here today and all the other conventions, you see such a wide cross section of people who, I guess, essentially it's like a community now. You know what I mean? Of onces, and I think that's probably the most inspirational thing to me is that the sense that there is a show out there which before once came on, everything was so gritty, and everything all the TV shows needed to be wanted to be gritty, so that whereas Eddie and Adam decided, and they said this, they actively decided to do something that was the opposite of that, or it would just be about hope, and hopefully people would like it. So I think that to me is the most inspirational thing.
No, I completely second that 100%, and it's so beautiful. I mean, the stories that you guys tell us of, you met online or met at a con and became friends that way. Bringing people together is, I don't know, it's really cool to be part of something that has done that. It's, fandom for this show and a lot of shows, but it's why we do it. It's why the show's been on the air so long. It's amazing to make people laugh and cry and enjoy each other's company and have something amazing to talk about and draw pictures about and dress up as. It's very cool. Thank you.
Hi, it's Morgan.
Hello, Morgan.
Hi. My question is for both y'all. What is your favorite costume from
Out of all the costumes,
One that we've worn or someone else's?
one that you've worn?
okay. I really like my old black leather pirate outfit. That's probably my favorite, and it's really annoying because I wore it every day for 3 seasons and I couldn't wait to get out of it. And now I really, really miss it, so that's probably my favorite.
My favorite probably is, okay, so there's the 2 gold dresses. There's the one that was the wedding dress, and then that was the one that was the less poofy one. Probably the less poofy one. Maybe part of the reason it's my favorite is because I wore it in the first episode I ever did. But also it's just so classic and pretty, and all of our costumes are incredible. We are very lucky to have, such a cool costume department, but yeah, that would be my favorite. Thank you.
Hi, my question's for Colin. How did you feel working with Elsa? Did you like working with her, or were you kind of nervous? I'm Elsa, and I could read you, bud.
I know you could. I knew Georgina before she played Elsa, so I was excited to get to. That's why there's a picture of her sort of giving me the finger in her Elsa costume. That's because we're actual friends. So it was great to get to work with her, and I think what was great about it was because in that season, we knew that Frozen was coming in just as we were about to start, and we were all kind of like, how are they gonna weave this into Once Upon a Time? But they managed to fit in really nicely, and sort of, Georgina's great, so we just had a laugh the whole time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're cute.
Thank you.
Hi. So my question is for Emily.
as a person, I've respected Bobby's career for years and years, and but when he's playing Rumpelstiltskin as opposed to Mr. Gold, I mean, he's a different person. It's incredible. It's really cool and really fun and really easy because you're such a great actor, so you're working against this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe between his voice and his mannerisms change so dramatically when he's Rumpelstiltskin. It's just so fun to watch. So to take him and oh wait, I'm meant to act too.
I want to know what it was like working with the green screen and the dragon, because it wasn't actually a dragon, it was all green screen.
It was a dragon.
Yeah, I never actually got to see the dragon. I didn't fight the dragon. Which episode are you talking about?
I don't know, specifically the ones where you're fighting the dragon, I guess.
Oh yeah, well I did in the green screen. I did fight Maleficent, but she was like an ash ghost, and it's weird because you don't know, there's nothing there, so you'll be running around and then you hear, and now she swings at you, and you look, and now she pushes you, like, so it's kind of weird because I've never done green screen until I did the first episode, and the first green screen I ever did was the sword fight with Rumpelstiltskin in my first episode, and I remember walking in going, and I kept walking through walls. Because everything's marked out in the exact same color green as the floor. So it's virtually impossible to see. So yeah, it's kind of unusual, but you get used to it then. You just get used to it. And
Yeah.
Normally the green screen is on a Friday night. It means that you're going to work until like 5 o'clock on Saturday morning, but at least you're not outside in the freezing rain. So it's good.
Hi guys, I have a question for both of you. What everyday movie quotes do you quote in your life? Like for me, I use I can't remember now. You're killing me small from Sandlot. So do you guys use any quotes that you kind of always pull from your favorite movies?
I'm gonna think.
Not really. Not really. Although I can guarantee as soon as we step off, we'll be like, oh yeah, we quoted that one. But no, sorry.
So my question is for both of you. What do you like most about how the friendship between Hook and Belle has progressed throughout the seasons?
After I forgave him for trying to kill me twice.
Can you shoot me?
What?
Oh no, I shot
shoot
you.
you? I didn't shoot you.
I shot you.
You shot me.
I shot you.
Yeah.
But then I protected you.
Yeah.
I'd say,
I know, which is why
I actually killed somebody today.
You did, I know, so that was your redemption, I suppose, in my
Yeah.
eyes. But it's been nice. I know, we were roommates.
We were roommates.
Both mates.
Yeah, which is weird because there's only one room.
I know. So you've got a drunk
there's only one bed.
chick in this little boat.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Yes, it's good. It was a sort of a nice way that they did it, where Hook and Belle ended up sort of doing quite a bit together. They're always in. I don't know why he's always in the library with you trying to solve stuff. But
Maybe I'm like I'm teaching you reading.
it was good. Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it's been sweet. It's a nice relationship. Thank you.
Hi, I have a question for each of you. For Emily, when Belle banished Rumple across the town line, was that hard for you to see that happening, or was it like a sense of relief because she saw him for what he really was at that time?
Good question. I know a bit of both. It was a hard scene to shoot. Again, like Colin was talking about, it was freezing and pouring and 3 in the morning, which amplifies that as well. And yeah, it was sometimes, okay, even if a scene that is obviously emotional like that, you don't maybe expect it to really affect you in reality, but it was one of those one of those times where it was like really affected by it, really down, and so yeah, it was.
Colin, I wanted to know what your reaction was when you found out you would be the dark one.
I was delighted. I was delighted and then disappointed it was only going to be for one episode. No, because one thing I love about Hook is I love getting to play that side of him where he's got absolutely no morals. Because then you're free to do. That's what Bobby does so well when he's the dark one, is that there are no limits. You don't know what he's going to do. So I was looking forward to being able to do that. And you know, I was hoping that I could have done a little bit longer, much like old Fat Hook. It's sort of that would have been fun to do more than just one scene on. But yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
Hi, so I have two questions. First one is for Emily. Who gets to pick out your really awesome shoes that you wear on? So like you have like really high heels. Do you pick those out?
Colin actually picks them out. He's really great with shoes, especially, yeah, who to pick from, and then we have a little meeting next morning, and it's nice. No, wait, it's both. You know, they'll our costume designers would get a bunch of shoes and try them on, and you know, I think most of the costumes, and I suppose a little more with our storybook stuff because it's actually real clothes as opposed to everything's made and fairy tale and designed and whatnot. But for storybook stuff, it's a collaboration that we all have with the costume department. But they're the ones behind them.
You do have like the highest heels.
Yeah, I know. I stopped the last season. Combination of, well, the last 2 seasons, I guess, because I was pregnant. And I was like, I should not be walking around in things. So that's when the flats started creeping in. And then after having a baby, my feet just won't take it anymore, honestly. Like these today are hard enough. I'm like, oh. But, yeah. Wear them while you're young.
Okay, thank you. And then my second question is for Colin. So for 5 years you've been using that hook. Are you actually like able to use it every time, or is it kind of like a learning curve every time you put it back on?
Oh no, the hook is part of me now. So, actually, my left hand doesn't know how to act, so it's probably just as well that I have it. No, you get used to using it in sort of in between takes. I'll have it swinging off, and I just sort of put it behind my back, have it on my pants, and I'll take it out. But I can use it to hold things, and you just forget. I'll forget it's there sometimes. Just scratch my head and all that kind of stuff. So. Thanks.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. You guys have been amazing and versatile actors over the years between the different characters you play, the heroes and the villains. So my question is, sort of for both of you, when Emily, you played Lacey a couple seasons ago, what was your inspiration behind going to a sort of villainous type of a freewheeling lady? And then for Colin.
Oh, Lacey.
And then for Colin, when you played Old Hook, that was the most hilarious thing that's happened. So what was your inspiration behind getting that Old Hook character going?
Yeah, Lacey was fun. I know. I wish it was more than just that one episode. But it was a good episode. It was nice to have enough of her to sort of create, because it is hard when there's not that much time to create a sort of completely different feel and look and vibe for her, which I tried to do. And yeah, it's fun to have. I mean, she wasn't murderous villain. She was just kind of a girl with no boundaries and say whatever she wanted, did whatever she wanted, I guess, which is always fun. I mean, that's great. Belle's much more reserved and, tries to live her life with a lot more morals and ethics than Lacey does. But yeah, it was fun.
Old Hook was it was fun. I wanted him to be exactly like Pirate Hook, only sort of old and decrepit, and but who still thought that he could get any girl in the room. So that was kind of it. And I mean, he was kind of a bit like the dude from The Big Lebowski. I really wish that they'd done a spin-off. I just kind of, because it was so much fun. It's just fun to get to play that. You know, I've been lucky with Hook that I get to play so many different variations of him. So I think he was a particular favourite. You know, because I wanted his voice to sound different and everything. You know, calm yourselves like this. You know, remove like music. Yeah, it was good.
My question's for Colin. You kind of just answered it a little bit, but you've gotten to play so many versions of Hook and just different levels of evil and good and redemption. What has been your favorite Hook to kind of delve into and kind of play?
Honestly, I think it is, and it's a shame because it was just one scene, but it was that old Hook. Just because he was so different, and you know, you get to. Although, to be honest with you, I like every variation of him. I like the original Hook that I played. It was sort of the villain, bad boy kind of character, and I really loved playing the dark one because, like I said, you can do whatever you want. Like, there was a scene where I was confronting Mr. Gold, and there was a line where, I think in my first episode, he said, pack your bag, or, I can't think of the line, but anyway, there was a repeat of that line. Well, Bobby didn't know that I was going to, so I did, and Bobby literally stood, I think you were in that scene, right?
Yeah,
Bobby
what the line was.
No, Bobby literally stood like this. He didn't know I was going to do any of this. Alright. I could tell that he was like, oh, okay. So that was, you know, I've just been very lucky. Hook is kind of such a versatile character, so it's been fun to be able to get to play every variation of him, I think.
Hi, my question is for both of you. Do you guys feel like you relate to your characters in any way on some sort of level?
I play a 300-year-old pirate. I mean, we look very similar. I think everybody brings a little bit of themselves into the. I mean, for emotional scenes and stuff like that, you have to kind of draw on your own personal experiences a little bit to try and find something in the scene. So I guess you kind of have to relate to them a little bit. I mean, he was sort of not really a terribly nice character and stuff like that. So I didn't really relate to that, but it was fun to play, you know. But you kind of bring a little element of yourself into the character.
Yeah, it's kind of unavoidable in a good way, I guess. I try and be very sort of open and this is sort of who I am and what you see is what you get kind of thing, which I think is one of the big parts of Belle's personality. I suppose would be my biggest thing if I had to pick something. Thanks.
Hi, this is for both of you. You both sort of came on in a guest capacity, and then were asked to stay in large part because of your chemistry with one of the leading actor characters. So in those first scenes, did you know how much was riding on those scenes? You know, like the next 6 years of work might be riding on those scenes? And if so, was there ever a scene where you're like, oh yeah, this is going to work, this dynamic is going to work?
That's a good question.
Did you know?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know because it was just, I knew Adam Nettie from Lost days. They wrote a bunch for that show. And it was like, hey, would you like to do an episode with Bobby? And yeah, love him, right? So it was never meant to be more than that. So in that respect, no, I didn't think anything was riding on it because I didn't think of it having a potential future. I did think it worked, I did love the episode, the first episode, and it's still my favorite episode of all the years, 6 years of episodes. But So I guess in a good way, no, I didn't pressure myself because I didn't know or think that it would be anything.
Now, I kind of knew that I knew that they wanted to have Captain Hook, I think, originally, and they couldn't get the rights or something like that. It was something like that. I don't know the ins and outs. But when I came on originally, my first episode was with Bobby as well. It wasn't actually with Jen, and they subsequently picked up my option before that episode even aired. So we didn't know that was going to happen. We sort of knew that if it was going to work, it was going to be like a love triangle, similar. It was actually supposed to be similar to Lost, where it was like Jack and Kate and Sawyer, and so they were like, look, if it goes that way, your character will kind of be like the Sawyer character, and that was sort of how that was going to go. But it's always a surprise. You never know. Even though the option is there, you're like, you know, pick it up. You're not going to pick it up. They like what I do or not like what I do. So thankfully they like what I do. Thanks.
Hi. I'm still nervous and shaky. That's not the question. I would like to know what fairy tale or folk tale would you guys both like to see on Once Upon a Time that has never been done yet?
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it's not really a fairy tale or folk tale, but
Winnie the Pooh and Dumbo.
I just really want to have to see him a picture.
Mary Poppins?
Atlantis. Yeah, you'd like to see that. We'd have to be in a pool for
Thank you.
Okay, so hi, my name is Erin. The question's for both of you guys, and it's basically, what's a piece of advice that you guys have kept in mind that kind of helped you evolve as an actor throughout the 6 years with all the seasons and evolving and bettering yourselves?
The best piece of advice I got was, and it's simple, I think it translates for everything, it's just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, then stick with what you're doing, because eventually it'll pay off. And that was sort of, because especially as actors, I don't know if it's the same for anyone, but for me, I worked for 10 years back home in Ireland, and I got bits and pieces of work here and there, and you're out of work for quite a long time, and you get rejected a lot. Things that you think that you're actually really perfect for, you know what I mean? So, and that can be disheartening. So, for me, it was just to try and sort of believe in yourself and stick with it,
I mean, I'll second that, and then there's that really is part of it. You have to have self-love and self-belief, and you have to be a pretty strong person, really. And as far as acting-wise, because I wasn't sure if your question was more about, well, I guess this is both ways too, but as far as when you're literally acting to believe in what you're saying, to just if you believe it, then it's what it is, as opposed to trying to do it this way, and have it being an exterior thing that's coming from your heart and your soul, and it's actually believed, then hopefully believe it.
A big thing I remember, and I don't know why, but one of my old geography teachers, I don't know why I remember this. We watched some Christopher Columbus movie, I think it was, as part of whatever we were doing. And I don't know why she said this, but she said, if you notice on TV and films, people hardly ever blink. And I always remember that for some reason, because then I did a movie and Anthony Hopkins said the same thing to me. He said, because your eyes are so big, and that's how people actually communicate is through the eyes, not necessarily what you say. So if you believe and know what you're saying, then they'll get it from your eyes. And,
I mean, you don't
that means I've never blinked.
I've been doing it wrong.
I haven't blinked in 16 years. Thanks.
Hi.
to be part of the most amazing TV show in the world?
Yeah, it feels alright. It's great. Look, we're very lucky. I think Once Upon a Time really is a fantastic show to be a part of, and sort of, you know, to have such incredible fans. I was at a convention last week in Paris, and I sort of said a similar thing where basically I just want to say thank you to the fans, because without the fans, and Emily had said it earlier on, without the fans, we wouldn't have a show. You know what I mean? And we're very lucky that our fans are so, you know, sort of caring about the show, caring about us as characters and stuff, and we're very lucky to have that. So I guess it's a big thank you to you guys, and luckily it means that we got to play these characters for whatever time.
Yeah, it is. It's very special, and it's an experience. I guess I had a slightly similar experience with Lost, but it wasn't nearly as connected with the fandom. I mean, there was a huge fandom, I think, majorly to do with the fact that, you know, conventions weren't as readily happening, and social media wasn't, you know, what was around, it wasn't like it is now, so that there was more of a wall up, you know, and it's really nice to be able to be connected with everyone more and really see and feel how your work can affect people's lives. It's really cool. Yeah, thank you.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm so sorry, guys, we ran over time. We're out of time.
Sorry. Thanks, everyone.